Pickaxe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Behind the Scenes, episode 81. Did you know when the first Star Wars movie came out, France was still using the guillotine for capital punishment? First Star Wars movie came out in 1977, and France used the guillotine for capital punishment until 1981, when it was completely abolished.
I did not know they used it that long.
That's so sick.
Holy crap.
Man, guillotines are so heinous, but goddamn, they're cool.
Are they heinous? I think they're fucking sick. Bring them back.
Bring them back.
We need our guillotine renaissance, honestly.
If I could have like a mini guillotine in my kitchen for like chopping onions and shit.
Oh, they have to make one. There's no way that doesn't exist.
That sounds so dangerous, though. That's so much more dangerous than just using a knife.
Oh my god.
What happened?
Guillotine bagel slicer.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yes.
Those things are actually like dope as hell.
Oh, but it doesn't just drop. You physically...
Yeah.
Oh.
This episode, we talked about your plan to deal with Alana a little bit. You all went to bed on the airship. During that time, we had a little bit of Jett's memory with Kingsley and Pebbles and the puppy showing up, Hope. You then leveled up, level 16. That's always exciting. Then you went to Matthias. You informed him of everything that was happening. He gave you a yummy little feast and a vial of blood. And then you moved to summoning Alana and ending up in a very interesting location with some interesting people around. So, where do we want to begin with this hot episode?
I like that you described them as interesting people.
Unexpected, maybe, is probably the better adjective.
Man, I knew we'd have to fight the freaking heroes, but I didn't think they would be ashy.
Get them some lotion.
No, it's more. There's more than just the heroes, isn't there? Didn't you say there was 9 of them?
5 drummer Alana?
Yes, these 5 like dark angel type beings. 1, the Sarla, the dwarven drummer, and Alana. My inspiration for how these looked are very much the Valkyries from like Norse mythology and like God of War, like those kind of wings, those masks. Yes, very much.
That's all my mind went to was God of War Valkyries.
Even the
Fuck those
image I
fights.
showed you on Roll20 was a image I found from their like concept artwork that I really liked, and it was also in black and gray, so it made sense with like the smokiness of going about. But yeah, they're just in her mind, just doing their thing.
So like, do you think we are actually like transported into her brain, or do you think that it's just like our consciousness and Matthias is just like, oh god, they're all unconscious, what's happened?
Yeah,
I think
that's the question.
I think it's one of those where it's like our conscience is in there, but it's one of those like instant sort of boom, it happens in 1 second, but in her head it's over however long it takes.
I didn't even think about us being transported into her brain. Like we're in a brain battlefield.
It looks like a brain, doesn't it? It looks like an orange brain, the map.
I guess. Wait, speaking
Big
of
true.
brains, who was it? Volazar in her brain? Who was the other brain? There were 2 people that I could have targeted.
My guess is that it's her. That is, the drummer.
Shit.
Just to peek behind the screen, Sebastian, not only did you see magic thrown into her face, that was Sarla's ashes.
Well,
Interesting.
They pour ashes down her ear, like...
More like he mixed the blood to like charm her by literally using one of her own like old teammates who is a bard and has charm spells and is extremely strong. It's almost as if Sebastian had died and then someone used him to be in your brain, changing it.
Used her blood?
Damn.
Sorry, I don't know why I said blood. I meant ashes.
Okay.
Oh.
Sarla literally living in her brain rent free.
What can we do?
That's
What
crazy.
can we do with Kingsley's blood?
Ooh, that's a good question too.
Ooh, do we
Like,
throw
why-
it on Sarla and brainwash her?
There's got to be something
just
else,
happens.
like some sort of blood magic thing. I swear, there's somebody we're gonna meet, or somebody's gonna mention something. I think about memories and blood. There's got to be something.
Well, no, we talked about, or Kingsley mentioned that, and when we were looking at the book, is that people's blood have memories, quote unquote. Like it shows. You can pull a lot of a person's history from their blood in this magic way. So like
We pour it on the book.
It's
Will
just
it do
it's
something?
Kingsley's memory, or Kingsley's blood. So my best guess is like we're gonna be able to use it to track him, or find him, or see him, because like scrying works better if you have their fluids, right?
Yes.
Because right now you currently, I think, only have his journal. So you have a possession, but this is like literally a physical part of him.
So
Which I
Oh,
think
shit.
gives his DC like a -10 or something crazy.
Yeah.
So what if we write in his book with his own blood?
What?
What? I don't know. I don't know.
We
What?
just drip it on like lemon juice.
On
A cracker.
Wait, wasn't there an extra blank page or something?
Isn't there?
Am I making
I think
that
so.
up?
There.
This has got to be. There was an extra blank page, or is just the rest of the book was blank? What was the situation?
No, Anna, there was a blank page in between the two things. There was something, blank page, Alana's wake, and I'm pretty sure that was Alana's stuff. So
Why
you
was
wanted,
there?
you wanted that blank page?
Why
There's
was there a blank
space,
page?
and I'll write your name.
Why is that there?
Yeah.
Is that is it one of those blank pages where it's just like, oh, the back of the page, we don't want to start it on that page, so we're starting it on the next page? But I don't think Colin would just tell us that for no reason.
Maybe he
Look at
just
that
likes aesthetics
shit-eating
of.
grin he has.
Can we use the blood on the blank page?
That's the page he was saving for us to write things in Kingsley's blood. See?
But-
I figured out the
Exactly.
puzzle.
I don't think we have to write anything. We just have to pour it or drip it. Maybe just a
But
drop.
I want to write something.
Just take the
I
blood
want
and
to
go,
say like,
hi, smiley face.
Hi Kingsley, smiles. Miss you.
Hi, Kingsley. It's me, Jett.
Oh wait, are we gonna have a? Maybe we'll have a Tom Riddle situation where we like write in it and he can write back because
Oh,
he's
shit.
enchanted the book.
But what are we
It's
gonna write it
pretend to
with?
be Kingsley, but it's not.
Alana.
Dun, dun, dun.
So just to be clear, she was not like active. Her pants were not around her ankles, metaphorically.
Damn
Does
it.
not look like it.
She was very much surprised in the moment and immediately turned like angry, hostile. Matthias
That's
was
how I'd
able
be.
to get rid of the brain block, basically, enough to allow Sebastian to get inside with the modified memory, which already was super lucky. Sebastian, you have a pretty high DC, but she has a +11 to wisdom saving throws. And I happen to roll I happened to roll a 6. So she had a 17 and yours was 22 or whatever.
22. Okay, but did you roll a luck check to see if she was shitting?
That's what I was assuming.
All right, let me roll
Roll.
right now, and then we'll go redo the whole thing if she was shitting. I got a 13. I don't. 13's a bad number, but not a shitting number. I feel like.
Are you sure? How would this fight go if we hadn't successfully charmed her? Would we have had to fight her outside of Brain and then enter Brain and fight inside
Right,
Brain?
because it doesn't
Well,
feel like she's uncharmed. It feels
Have
like
we-
she's
yeah.
still
Yeah.
angry.
Fully done this? I feel like that we still have a lot to do before it's all completely done.
Well, her brain leech is gone, but we don't know how she's feeling right now.
Is it though?
Or is
For
this the brain
sure?
leech?
You
All
could
true.
see that Sarla was actively controlling this image of Alana. Like a puppet, almost. Like with her drumming, like Alana was moving along with the drums. So you would imagine that...
Like
Gotcha.
Plankton in SpongeBob. Did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On his brain, right?
Kind of.
But SpongeBob was fully aware that it was happening and just couldn't control it. So
Yes.
is that what's happening
That's-
here?
that's the
Is
same
this
thing with
a
her.
direct Is this a direct
This is where
reference to
Colin gets his
SpongeBob?
references from. We knew it.
Guys, if you think about it, everything in Cast Party has just been SpongeBob.
I knew it.
You son of a bitch.
Been saying it from the start.
That's why
Chatoya
there's the
is Leif
fish.
Erikson.
Vince, you were asking something just a moment ago.
Oh, yeah. Colin, didn't you say that when we saw Alana in the chains that she looked as if like she was not like emaciated, but like just defeated and yeah. And like it sounded like from what you said that she knew she's defeated basically and that she can't control anything. That's how I took it, at least.
She is actively like chained to the ground here,
Yeah.
and like only able to move because of the drumming that's going on. It very much feels like Puppet and a Puppet Master. It's Plankton and SpongeBob, really. It is, but with some differences. As not
many differences.
So that does mean that she is aware of what's happening and is kind of like a prisoner in her own body.
That's why I wanted to say that there are some differences. You have no idea.
Oh, okay. Right. Does it... And right at the end, when she looked up, did you say that she looked at us, or she looked at Sarlacc Pit?
She looked at you.
And she looked angry or pleased?
Angry.
She looked angry at us.
She looked like
Great.
her picture,
God, I hope so.
the expression. Because isn't she like...
That was when she first appeared. She was like looking down and angry at us, but
Was it the Kubrick stare? Is that what that is?
yeah.
The Kubrick
The Kubrick stare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kubrick, sorry.
Oh, I've never heard that
But you
term.
got to have the smile too in there.
Yeah,
like,
she's not smiling.
she pissed.
You want to know who's a happy boy, though? Jett with his new puppy.
Yes, he is. He's a happy boy. I can't believe that. Where did that even come from? And why? Tell me all the details. I mean, something big is gonna happen with this dog.
Feed the blood to the puppy.
Whoa!
There it is.
Whoa!
There it is.
Whoa!
So someone is gonna drink it. I knew it.
Yo, this is my dog you're talking about. Well, ours, technically, kind of, but my dog.
Oh no, I don't want the responsibility. It's your dog.
Yeah, pass.
It's
Hard pass.
I'm not taking it out to pee.
Hey, it's part of the family now. Sorry.
Sebastian is just golden retriever energy. He doesn't want one.
True.
I'm very excited to talk about a bunch of things that I can't talk about yet about where you are and what's happening. So I have to wait till next BTS. So that's sad. So if you're listening to this, patreon.com/castparty.
Yeah, because this is the free one, and they're
Yeah,
not.
so
They're gonna have to come back
they'll
for
have to
more.
come back.
Mm-hmm. It's too spicy.
Why did you do the puppy?
Did you like the puppy?
I love the puppy. I'm so
There's your answer.
excited. I love the fact that I can make two dogs play in D&D right now, okay? I am living my best life. I got to play with them in the air. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me, okay?
But why does he only have one and not 7?
He's
True.
gonna take it away from me, and I'm gonna cry.
Thank you, Ryan, for that easy alley-oop as the reason as to why the others had to join. You were like, I want to make this mind connection with Alana. I'm like, they're all got the mind connection. I'm going to steal that to make it make more sense. Because I will say,
Damn it, Sebastian.
before going into this episode, I think we talked about it last BTS, which was also for free. I had no idea what they were going to do, other than my general idea was that Sebastian wanted to charm of some way. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know if he had charm person. He was just going to be like, here's a little charm person at first level and hope. Like, I had no idea. So I just kind of had to be ready with a few different options, which was Alana in real life, Alana, brain Alana, and all that stuff, as well as like kind of what would happen. And my initial thought was like that he was going to try to charm her and like grab her brain away and then notice that she's already being charmed from the inside, like inside her brain, and then be kind of like yanked in there. And then he brought up the modified memory and the feeble mind and all that stuff, and that would have been interesting.
Can I tell you how excited I was when you asked me to roll persuasion, and it was probably the two lowest rolls I've rolled in like the past month? I rolled a 3 and a 5 I have plus 17 to persuasion.
Jesus Christ.
I was so excited.
Holy crap.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
That's my highest stat.
We rolled a lot today. We rolled persuasion. We rolled animal handling, which we haven't had to do in forever. I don't remember the last time. I know it's happened, but it's...
That could have been my pet. Since we've broken the orb already and we can't go back and do this, what would have happened if we had just thrown it into a volcano?
She is completely immune to fire damage.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Good to know.
All
Okay,
right.
so alternative, what if we had gone to the bottom of the ocean and then broken it?
How would we break it?
Magic.
Or
I
throw
don't
it
know.
in the ice
Smash it with
volcano,
a
like
hammer.
Nigel said.
She probably could just dimension door like immediately.
She is literally a demigod. Like, she...
Yeah. Or just bloop out to a different
the
plane.
amount of pressure. Think about the sub that imploded so recently. Like, as soon as she's there, it's just she's paste.
Can she just transport planes? What if we put it in the bag of holding, crush it, keep the bag closed, and just suffocate?
Oh my god.
Just suffocate her?
She's got to be able to bloop out to somewhere else.
Yeah.
And also,
She'd have
how
to have
would
some
we
sort
get
of
the
plane.
orb down all the way that far?
Magic. You have dimension door.
So you want me to go too?
It's a noble sacrifice, Sebastian.
He gets there, can't break it in time, and it just slowly floats up to the air, or
Along
up to
with
the
my
Is it
body.
So, speaking of her like transporting, would she have been able to transport out of said circle that may or may not have been drawn around her when we broke the ball?
That was a good play. I really liked that. I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes, she would have been able to.
Fuck!
I did, for those of you listening, I did roll a die, so just so Jett doesn't know if she's celestial or not, or if she just passed my arbitrary roll of the charisma saving throw. So you don't even know.
Well, this was not where I expected us to end up. You kind of inside of her brain is not where I planned to be today.
Not where I thought we'd end up.
Well, like, this episode, nothing happened, but so much happened. Yet again, I feel like we've had a couple of these episodes lately. We're so much like lore shit and emotional shit, and then whatever the hell else happened today shit.
Yeah.
Why?
You've been busy friends.
Oh, speaking of emotional, your scene with Kingsley in the room.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened in a blip out of nowhere. That was right when I picked up the dog too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dog sneezed, and it reminds you of Pebbles, because Pebbles sneezed as Kingsley was bringing her into the hospital room.
I almost forgot about that. Was not so many things I was not expecting today. That for you to bring any of this in.
Yeah, it was a fun little connect. Just like there wasn't a huge reason behind the memory other than I wanted you to have like a little bit more connection with Kingsley, because you talk about him being like one of your best friends and everything, and it's one of those things that I wanted to include, and like just as a DM writer perspective, not necessarily specifically for this episode, like bringing in some things that like Kingsley would have told you in this moment, like, you know, hate has a place in many people's hearts. He doesn't want it to find a place in yours. That just seems like a good, like, almost starting to like wrap up of kind of Jett's story, where like there's been this anger brewing in certain times for certain people and certain things, but like you always are focusing on like the hopeful portion, and that like really wraps up beautifully with Hope the dog and everything. Like, it's very cute.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, because I was, before you guys just unanimously, I cannot say that word today, unanimously, there we go, accepted that name. What I was gonna offer, like, what would you guys name the dog before you accepted Hope?
Daisy.
Dingleberry.
Dingleberry, okay.
Before we get away from Kingsley and Jett, maybe, perhaps, don't know if this was planned, but what Kingsley said to Jett about just because there's blood doesn't mean that there has to be affection or love or anything. That could be true for Kingsley and Alana. If he is like, I don't want to hurt I don't want I now trust my aunt or whatever, and if she's still against us or wants to hurt someone or wants to do something bad, and he's like, she's my family. Like, she's the only real family I know I have now. If he's hesitant about anything, now we can be like, bitch, blood of the covenant is thicker than the water. Or sorry, blood of whatever it is.
I thought
thicker than water.
Nigel, I thought you were
blood of the covenant is thicker than water of the womb is the full thing.
I thought you were circling back to the what if we try to get them together kind of thing.
Oh no.
Oh, Ryan.
So that's why I was shaking my head, and I was like, I just needed you to know that I'm not like shaming you if you saw me shake my head when you brought that up. That's what I thought was being referred to.
No, that's like using that logic, but reverse. It's like, just because there's blood doesn't mean there can't be love. Like,
I can't wait for Ryan to go through the video episode of that, because when whoever brought that up, my jaw just like dropped. I was like,
It was me. I'm sorry, I forgot. But then I remember.
no, like
Look,
I think
Doug,
in the moment you just weren't connecting the dots, but me, I immediately was like,
I didn't remember either.
hold on. When did season 8 of Game of Thrones come out? That was in 2019. Everyone is on board with aunt-nephew relationships.
Everyone's on board? Okay.
Everyone's on board. Everyone supported that happening.
Everyone
in that show.
did ship it very hard.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. So,
Which he is not wrong.
truly, right? Especially because, like, it premiered April 14th, 2019, season 8 of Game of Thrones. So they were like,
It's fresh.
the whole thing was like 2 months old at most when we got out.
Wow.
of it.
So have we not seen the horror that is the end of season 8 canonically?
Not all of it.
Let's see. The last
Probably.
episode would have been.
Because Colin, did you say it was June or July?
yeah, because you started midsummer.
We would have just seen it.
What a way to go.
Unless you guys were super busy with filming or whatever, but you guys probably would have made time to watch it. At the end of every BTS, we do a listener question, but this week we have much listener questions, which are more than just kind of random things about end of season 1 stuff, the culmination of season 1, as well as early season 2. So, Ryan, why don't you take us into that?
I'm going to start with this one because I never thought anyone would ask, and I never thought I would have the answer. This one is from Sunstorm Solo. We're just going to start here. What were some name choices that were considered for the show other than Cast Party? I looked back, and I still have this note in my phone.
Ooh.
Really?
I have D&D podcast with 3 exclamation points, all in caps lock, from June 8th, 2020. There's 3. There was Cast Party. We were going to originally call it Cast and Crew, just to start. And also, we were considering Casting Call.
Yes, I do remember that.
Cast Party's just the best of both worlds, though. It's a pun.
It's too perfect. It's a pun on both words. It's
You
too
know
good.
that, right, Vince?
Yeah, our
Cast
name's a
Party's
pun, bud. The whole thing.
What?
Casting spells, party of adventurers, but it's a cast party like a movie.
Whoa. Hold up.
Did you not know that?
That's not. This isn't real.
Wait,
You're
wait.
lying.
Wait, shut the fuck
Say
up.
psych right now.
Shut the fuck
Say
up.
psych right now.
No, you are not gonna fucking do this to me, Ren. Are
3
you
years
kidding
in.
me? Wait!
3 years in.
3 years? You didn't pick up on
Wait,
that? Are you
are
serious?
you guys fucking with me or is this serious? This is real! Are you fucking kidding me? Anna! You are not, no!
That's why it's good.
It's a great name. It's a great name.
Do you know how mad I am? Is this real?
Yes.
Yes. That's the whole point.
That's why it's such a good name.
That's why we named it that. Was because it's like a triple pun.
How is it a pun? Tell
Okay,
me.
cast party is what happens like after you wrap something, right? The cast goes out and parties, right?
Yeah.
A party of D&D adventurers is a party.
Casting spells. Cast.
And we're also casting spells or whatever, but it's more that we're cast in a D&D party podcast.
There's so many. There's levels upon this. And with that, we're going to move to Heather's question. What are you going to miss most about campaign 1 and your character?
Not the fucking puns!
Well, that's staying. You don't have to miss it.
There'll be
The
so
name
many
is
more. Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna miss having a wisdom of 24.
Yo, true. I'm going to miss being a little emo kid and getting to make all my favorite songs into references
Yeah.
to my spells.
I'm gonna miss all the Eldritch Blasts. It's just, I guess I could get that as another
You
class,
could.
but like, I'm not going to because I don't ever want to cast one again. But I do love the damage and all the things you gave me for them.
Mhm.
God, I used Eldritch Blast so much in Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm gonna miss Wild Shaping. I love Wild Shaping.
Just in general, I really like the just dynamic y'all have. And I'm going to miss these characters. Like, we're obviously going to miss these characters. It's going to be weird changing to something else. And I really like the world of Fendrea. So I am going to miss all the lore that we already have. But that is by no means making me nervous about Season 2. I love the lore I have for Season 2 already in the new world. And I think I'm better at it now than when I started Campaign 1. So I'm very, very excited to get into Campaign 2.
I think the thing I'm going to miss the most is the comfort of playing Jett.
Ooh, agreed. I
can see that.
I think that having our characters be very, I don't want to say very similar to IRL individuals, but having some sort of piece of us in them is being comfortable with that. And also the fact that we are from the real world helps so much because I can just make dumb
Yeah.
references about Earth if I don't know what to talk about.
There's the comfort of that, and then the comfort of like what that character has done for me over the last 3 years too, is what I'm gonna miss. But I'm gonna be able to look back on it and listen back to it and remember a lot of it, which is gonna be really nice. But that it's one of the things I look forward to every time that we record. It's just, you know, I don't know if you guys feel the same, but you're comfortable in more than one way, I guess, playing that character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure. Xander is my first like real character that I ever played.
Yeah,
and
same.
so there's a ton of comfort in this character just because like I know him. I know who he is. I know how to play him. It's like this is a comfortable character, and like having an established backstory for a character that has been able to grow over the last 3 years adds its own like extra level to that too, because like it adds in more of me knowing who this character is. And every time we play new characters, yeah, it's fun, but I do have that sense of like almost panic because I'm like, what if this character means nothing? Like does this character matter for X, Y, and Z? And I don't ever feel that with Xander.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a little bit different for you and I too, because this, like you just said, this was our first characters ever, really, like big full characters. And I mean, Ryan, you did a full campaign before, right? Anna's done plenty.
No.
Oh,
Never.
no?
I've never
Okay.
done one this long. That
I was
Yeah.
going to say,
played
this
in.
might even be the longest Anna's ever played.
Yeah, I've DM'd for 3.5 years, I think it was. And we're
Wow.
we're gonna be right about there, right?
Yeah. Speaking of moving forward, I have two that I'm going to kind of combine. We have Kate, aka Major Magician 96, and Jin. Kate wants to know, what are you most excited about for season 2? And Jin wants to know if there are any classes we are considering. I don't want to be too spoilery, so you can kind of be like, oh, am I big on Marshall? Am I big on thinking Spellcaster this time around?
I'll just say from DM perspective, we have one very big thing that's happening with season 2 that we're super excited to announce when that time is available. Just from DM perspective, I'm super excited about the world. I think it's gonna just be super fun. We have like a little twist. I'm just all excited about the new world because I know more about what I'm doing, so I can like have things set up and, you know, not build as much lore like for each episode that I'm kind of just building off of, kind of trying to catch up and trying to just stay ahead, and I can have like a baseline, a nice basis before we go into it.
I'm considering a Marshall character. I love my spellies, but I kind of want to hit big things for once. And the thing I am most excited for in season 2 is making new relationships with the party, with our new characters.
I am undecided at the moment on what class exactly I'm going to go with, because I have made 4 or 5 characters that I'm cycling through and weighing the pros and cons of.
Wow.
Because like I originally like wanted to just be the kind of like the filler class. Like whatever character I have, I can make work with a filler class so that we have a more rounded out party. But everyone has since said like, don't worry about that. Like we'll figure it out. We'll be a potion only class if we don't have a healer, or we'll find ways to cause huge damage if we don't have like a major DPS or whatever. So I'm just kind of feeling them out which way. I've got wizards, I've got druids, I've got clerics, rogues, barbarians. Like I've got something all over the place.
He has everything.
Yeah.
We've heard bits and pieces, and they are all incredible.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play those, but oddly enough, this seems small, but I am just excited to play a new alignment. Because like Xander he was like pure chaos at the beginning, kind of is now shifting towards like chaotic, neutral, or good, depending on the scenario. And most of the characters I've come up with are either, I've one that is true chaos, like it's chaotic evil, but the rest are neutral or lawful. So
I'm excited to do like the opposite and go the other direction. And everything will just be chaos mode. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What are you thinking of playing? You going more martial? You going?
I'm gonna say whatever it is gonna be chaotic.
That's all we need.
Yeah. So I need to decide, do I want to be just a true antithesis to you? Is that the approach to this?
I think I am leaning more towards doing a spellcaster right now. It's not solidified, but that's what I'm kind of leaning towards, because I haven't really done it much in the past, so that's what interests me. I think a couple of people are asking me to do it too in the past or something.
You have been frustrated with the lack of spells, so.
And getting places and hitting things.
Yeah.
So it's nice having that range.
The thing that I'm like most excited for with it's what I'm looking forward to so much with campaign 2 is learning everybody's stories. Everybody else's stories. It's like through this whole campaign, having everybody's arcs, I'm just like, every time we get to it, I'm like, okay, I want to learn.
One other thing that I love about season 1, I loved that it all made sense, and I'm hoping season 2 we see the flip of, maybe not the flip of that, but the other side, the more traditional side is, for 90% of this campaign, you were always against killing in any option you could, and I've kind of tainted you over time, but I think it's going to be fun to be early level again, first just in general, but also have potentially a party that is more comfortable with that, just to see how that changes things.
I have actually a question that goes right off of that from Stacy Fake May. There have been pretty clear morals that the party has stood by, specifically Jett and Blue being adamant about not... yes. About Jett and Blue being adamant about not killing unless it's absolutely necessary, which does go against a lot of D&D stories where people just kill first and ask questions later. Is this a difficult character choice for everybody and the party overall, and has it changed the way you play TTRPGs on your own or outside or different any stories like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of.
The only way it's changed other games is like, I feel relief when I can just kill. I can just do this. It's fine.
Like that my mind now, every time I play any other game where my mind goes to not just the immediate, okay, how do you just take them out immediately? Is there other ways of working around it? Can I talk them through this? Can I try to hold them down and maybe talk them through it or something? Or is it just kill them right away? Okay. I don't know. It just makes my mind go in more directions of how to solve the puzzle.
I think in this campaign, based off of or going off of what Vince just said, like in most RPGs that I play with video games, I'm always like dumping all of my points into speech and charisma and all of those so that I can talk my way through any problem if the opportunity is there. And so far in like D&D games, that's really not been my approach because like who can say what I can do? But this campaign, we were able to do that a few times, or at least try to, and I had that kind of like that switch flipped for Xander, because at first when I was trying to make it seem like he didn't believe any of it was real, so it didn't matter what they did. And so like the spells, if they killed someone, it was like, whatever, man, none of this is real. It doesn't matter.
Video game.
Yep.
Exactly. And so now that it's like he hasn't been the one to kill since I guess since Blightmore and Namora, like on purpose. Everyone else has been like, he's dealing damage, but he hasn't, I don't think, struck the final blow on humans.
I mean, even Blightmore and Namora, that's kind of a stretch too, because they're...
Yeah.
But I know what you mean.
The last person to do that, I think, was me, right?
Probably.
You have been killing a lot lately.
Oh yeah, because
Probably
you got
lie low for a little while.
you got Desideria.
And there was someone else. Oh, the Star Weaver. Also
for our live
during
recording.
our
Oh yeah, shit.
exactly
Cat lady.
Carvu.
Mm-hmm.
in our home game that we're doing, where Vince is running Dragonlance, my character is like, he's not actively killing people in battle as often because he keeps getting knocked down, but outside of battle he's just like slitting veins so that people are dying on their own. Like it's it was
So this is the type of
because-
chaos you mean when you're bringing
Yeah.
to season 2.
No,
Uh-huh.
I totally get that, because I feel like, kind of like what Anna said, this campaign has changed the way I look at outside campaigns, because like, I'm not killing here, so I want to up it in my other games.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I literally play a fucking hitman in Dragonlance, so
Yep.
so yeah, I feel like I'm not getting that, I'm not scratching that itch in this, which isn't a bad thing. But when we get to the other games, like, I mean, Arcanum was super deadly, and I didn't, make any, I made quick decisions about killing in that. Same with Dragonlance. Wildacre hasn't been too combat heavy, so that's more like political at this point, but
We also haven't like had any. There are no humans in Wildacre,
Yeah.
so I don't even think about it. Like we're fighting like
We're grass.
spirits and like and grass. So,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that's how I changed it. And if you all would like, I do have one more question. If that goes quick, I can toss in another.
Yeah.
I'm loving
Cool.
this BTS, man.
This is from Brinna, one of the new people over on the Discord. Hello, Brinna.
Welcome.
Patreon.com/castparty. We have a free Discord.
True,
Free-
come hang out
free.
with us. Ask us questions and chill. We are literally so active in the Discord.
We
It's
over there,
wonderful.
we talk. There are D&D games to be played. There are other D&D games or other TTRPG games to be played. Go do that.
Brinna says, I've seen a lot of bromance. Is there any chance of it sparking into romance in season 2? Because we didn't really have romance when it came to campaign 1.
Yep.
I am
Foursome.
Forcing it.
No, I didn't say forcing it. I said foursome.
Jesus
Forcing it.
Christ.
You know, fine, fuck it. Yeah, forcing it. We're going to have a relationship, okay?
I am 100% open to smooch some homies. So
And also have a relationship in the game.
yes, thank you.
Yeah. If it feels right, if my character is even lovable, we'll see.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Anna's just being like, how many red flags can I give Colin? Is this
Yeah.
BTS?
I think we're all trying to say that romance is always open for us, even though it hasn't happened now.
Yeah.
In campaign 2, 100%. I think it'll be fun. It's an avenue that I've never explored in an RPG. And even up until Baldur's Gate, I've never done like romance in video game RPGs. Baldur's Gate, I definitely feel like, I know, Baldur's Gate definitely kind of opened my eyes to it, and it seems fun, and I'd be down.
Wait, didn't Weren't you unable to like properly romance anyone in Baldur's Gate?
Shut the fuck up.
Same.
Let's go. Man, I tried the whole time.
Just called them out so hard.
Listen, I spoilers for Baldur's Gate Act 3. I tried to romance. I tried Karlach, got her engine boy killed. I tried to go back to Shadowheart. She didn't want me. So I fucked Mizora and called it a day.
Holy shit.
Oh, that's so funny. I think before Baldur's Gate, the only game I'd ever done it like a proper relationship in was Stardew Valley.
Oh, okay.
With that, thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all for enjoying November, our anniversary month, 3-year anniversary. This anniversary month's been great. Thank you for listening. If you want more BTS, if you want more The After Party, if you want more of just us in general, patreon.com/castparty. Go right now to castparty.shop. It's about your last chance to get any sort of Cast Party merch before it is gone until next year. So make sure you get that in before the 30th. And with that, we'll see you next week for a new episode. And we get to see Alana and Sarla and the angels and all of you in this hellish landscape of fire and brimstone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Where did Booby come from?